Hello everyone, I'm Nehal from WS Cube Tech, and in this video we are going to talk about from where to get this data set for machine learning. So let's get started. So as from the past tutorials itself, we have been talking about the importance of the data in machine learning. That is, this data, it plays a very major role. So this data just acts as a fuel for your machine learning. Now, over here, the question arises like, what is data and from where to get this data? So, a data, or you can just call it as a data set, it is nothing but it is a collection of records. Now, this particular thing is going to be stored in a tabular form, that is in rows and columns, that is in the form of table, okay, in a matrix form. So this particular data is going to be stored in a file, and now we have different types of file formats over here, and the most commonly used file formats are CSV files, that is the comma separated values. Then we have this JSON, that is JavaScript object notation, in which we store the data in the form of key value pairs, okay, in a tree like structure. And moreover to this, we even have Excel file formats and many more to this. Now, as you can just see the example over here, so this is nothing but this is a data set. So this is a table which is showing, just showing you the records over here. So you can just get an idea from this. So this is the example of a data set. Now over here, this you might be thinking like this is quite small data set, but in the while dealing with this machine learning and all, our data set will be quite vast. Okay, so this is just an example for you guys to understand that how does our data set looks like. Now moving on to next, there are three majorly types of data set over here. So as you can just see over here, the three types over here is the numeric data type, which is also called as quantitative data set over here. The second one over here is the categorical data, which is also known as qualitative. And the third one over here is the ordinal data. So we are just going to talk about this all data set. So the first one talking about this numerical data. So this is nothing but it is a type of data in which the data is represented in the form of say count or the measurement. Now let's understand this thing with an example. Such as if you just want to know this price of a house, or you want to know this temperature or the humidity in the climate, or you want to just calculate the weight or height of someone, or say for example you want to just know the blood pressure of a person. So this all comes under the category of numerical data, right? Talking about this categorical data over here is that now in this type, the data can be classified or divided into groups. Now let's understand this thing with the help of an example. Say for example, right or wrong, okay, red or green. Then we have talking about the gender. So we have male or female. Then we have day or night, in or out. These are all the examples of categorical data. That is, your data is divided into groups. Okay, so categorical data can have numerical data as well. So this point is to be noted over here that your categorical can have numerical data as well inside that, but it can't have any mathematical meaning to it. Say for example, if I just say that true or false, so I can just represent this true or false as true for as 1, and for false I can just say represent it as 0. So this is the example. Okay, so I hope that you have understood with this. So categorical data is all about where your data can be divided into groups. Okay, that is in or out, and these all examples that I just said. But the point to be noted over here is that this categorical data can even have numerical data as well, but it doesn't have any mathematical meaning to it, and I just gave you the example to it. Talking about this ordinal data, so this ordinal data, you can just understand this thing that it is the hybridization of this both, that is the numerical data as well as this categorical data. Now let's understand this thing with the help of an example. So, say for example, you just ordered a food online, and that particular app just wants you your online feedback after it delivered you a meal. So, it asks you whether you are satisfied with that meal or not. So, now here the data will have categories such as numbers between 1 and 5. Now, these categories have some meaning to it. That is, 1 simply means that if you're just giving 1 star rating, so it simply means that it is poor quality food. And if you're just giving this 5 star to it, it simply means that the quality of food was excellent. So this is the meaning of this ordinal data over here. So just as you understand this thing, that it consists of both this numerical data as well as this statistical data into it. Moving on to next. Now the next thing over here is the need of data set, or you can just call it as the need of data. So we require large amount of data to train our machine learning modules. So during the development phase of our machine learning project, the developers are highly dependent over the data. If there is no data, then we can't build our machine learning module. So data is the most fundamental need for any machine learning module to be built up. So in building this machine learning application, data sets are divided into majorly two parts, that is the training data set and the test data set. Moreover to this, we also require this data which is used by the machine learning algorithms in order to improve itself over time. And how it just improves? It just improves with the help of this data. But the point to be remembered over here is that no doubt it just improves over time with the help of data, but the quality of data also plays a very vital role in this process. So you need to just provide your model with the high quality of data so that your module can work in a very efficient manner. Now, even collecting and preparing this data set is one of the most important part while just creating a machine learning project. So the question here arises like, from where do we get such type of right data? So we are just going to check out some of the top sources of machine learning data sets. So the first one over here is about the Kaggle dataset. Now this is one of the most popular and one of the best source that you can just deal with in order to, because this just provides with a high quality of data sets in various formats. And one can even search, download and even publish your own data set over here. So you can just go to this link. I have just given you the link over here, and I'm just going to put up this all links in my description box below. So you can just simply click on this and you can just go to this particular website, and you're just going to get a wide range of data set over here. Moving on to next, we even have this Amazon data set over here. Now, this is another site where you can easily search and access and even download and even share the data sets of your own. Now, this source contains many data sets in different fields, such as you're just going to see the data set related to the public transport, then the satellites images, then ecological resources. So these are all types of data sets you're going to just see over here in the Amazon data set over here. And it even have this search data set over here, that is a search box over here where you can just simply type the data set you are just looking for. Say example, you're just looking for a disaster something, data set related to disaster. So you can just type in that search box about the disaster, and it will just give you the number of suggestions with respect to that data set. Moving on to next, we even have this UCI machine learning repository. Now, I've given the link over here. Now, this is one of the greatest source of machine learning data set, and it's being used by the students, professors, researchers since 1987. So you can just assume that how old this site is. Now, this particular site, it consists of hundreds of data set over here, and the point over here is that it just classifies the data set by the type of machine learning problems. So the data set of UCI are already much clean and they are just ready to be used. So you can just jump over to this UCI machine learning repository and you can just get plenty of data sets over here, and you can just train your machine with this. Then moving on to next, we have this Google's data search engine. Now, this particular Google's data search engine was launched by the Google itself in September 5, 2018. And one can just get the dataset online for just for free by just searching for the dataset by the name. So you can just go over to the site and you can just type whatever the dataset you are just looking for. Say for example, I have just given here the example of flour, and you can see you are just going to get plenty of related dataset with this particular keyword. Then moving on to next, we have another source over here, which is by the Microsoft. So this Microsoft data set, it was just launched by the Microsoft itself in July 2018. and it should just launch this Microsoft Research Open Data Repository, having collection of various data sets. Okay, and you're just going to get the data set in various areas such as the computer vision, then in domain specific science, then for the neural language processing and all. So these are all some of the categories that I just said you guys over here. So you are just going to get the data set related to all these things. So this is again one of the best source from where you can just get the right data. Moving on to next, we have this awesome public data set collection over here. So this is the another source that provides high quality data sets, and these are quite organized, okay, into various categories. As you can just see over here, the table of contents, okay. So it is just classified in a very nice way over here by agriculture, biology, then climate, weather. So depending upon the type of data that you are just looking for, you can just click on this particular keyword over here, and you are just going to get the desired data set for your module. Now, most of the data sets are just available for free, but some of might may not be available. So it's better that you just check for the license before just downloading this particular data set over here. Now, moving on to next, we have this scikit-learn data set over here. So this scikit-learn is another quite popular data set over here, which just provides you with both the toy as well as the real world data set over here. So you can just go to this particular site and you are just going to get this plenty of data set by which you can just work and understand this machine learning. Moving on to next, we have this computer vision data set over here. Now, this particular data set is restricted only, you're just going to get the data set related to image classification or video classification or image segmentations in this way. That is, if you are just interested in order to build a project depending upon image processing or deep learning, so it is highly recommended that you go for this particular link over here. That is this website, that is the computer vision data set, and you're just going to get the data set with respect to this image classification and video classification. Then moving on to next, we have this the government data sets also. So I have just provided up with this links over here. Now, here are those links where you can just search for the government related data sets. Now, many of the countries have made it their particular data set available to public, so that in order to just increase the transparency of government work among the people, and you can just use this data in order to just work with it with your modules and all, in order to just better explore this machine learning and all in a very effective way. So there are some of the data, so you can just check out this thing. So this is Indian government data sets, then we have even US government data sets, then Northern Ireland public sector data sets, and we have this European Union of open data portal over here. So these are some of the most popular data sources from which you can just fetch the data and you can just study this machine learning over here. So I hope that you have understood with this concept. So if you just like this video, so hit the like button, do subscribe to our channel, and see you in the next video.